All right, guys, let's take a quick look at these markets. Bitcoin's still in that range, which I guess is overall healthy. Although I noticed that the stock market is right back to like blasting past all-time highs. So that may bring Bitcoin up with it. Overall, altcoins looking decent. XRP 58, Cardano 67, almost 68. Litecoin still hanging out at 83, which is positive. We're going to talk about Litecoin in a bit. Bitcoin Cash 310, VeChain just under 5 cents. Theta still $1.91 for Theta. We cannot complain about this. All right, so what's going on? It's kind of funny. I was working a little bit this morning. I put on Crypto Ran. He devoted his entire show today to talking to this guy. I didn't even know who he was. And it turns out to be the guy who was the biggest player in 3 Arrows Capital. You know, 3 Arrows Capital was kind of just like any other scammy Celsius, BlockFi. Made a lot of money in the bull market, then everything crashed to zero. Well, this is the guy who Rand Nooner idolizes. He basically spent the last hour, 2-hour show, whatever it was, kissing this guy's ass, one of the biggest sleazeballs in crypto. The guy, 3 Arrows Capital. I mean, here's the article right here. Suzu, I believe is his name. Here's an article from last year. Court freezes 3 Arrows Capital founder assets worth $1 billion. A court in the British Virgin Islands froze around $1 billion in assets belonging to the founders 3 Arrows Capital, the crypto hedge fund whose sudden insolvency in June last year was one of the key events that triggered the so-called crypto winter of 2022. In an email statement, the bankrupt fund's liquidator said the court had issued an order preventing 3 Arrows Capital co-founder Suzu, who's the guy Rand's talking to, and some other guy, from moving or selling assets worth $1.1 billion. And I believe to this day, it's still locked up. I also believe this guy was also locked up in handcuffs, and he might be awaiting charges right now. I don't really know all the details. But this kind of just goes back to what I was talking about. Like, you have the institutional investors, the guys, the Princetons, the Harvards, the bankers, the guys entrusted in the politics, the guys that run the world. The guys that run the world, they run the country. Then you have the sleazeballs on the side. The guys who want to be like the institutional investors. They have a lot of money from scamming people, but they'll never get there. The guys like Suzu, Crypto Ran, and your typical crypto YouTuber influencers. And I just found it to be real funny that Rand devotes his entire show to propping up this guy, the guy where if you invested in 3 Arrows Capital, you lost all their money. It's just the definition of success with Crypto Ran is so out there compared to what everybody else's definition is. Like, according to Crypto Ran, since 3 Arrows Capital was making money last bull run, that means he was successful. Even though everything crashed to zero, he got arrested and lost everything. And now this guy, Suzu, has another fund that he's trying to bring people into. So I just want people to understand, like, I talk Crypto Ran a lot. I think he's interesting. Occasionally he makes a good point, but birds of a feather flock together. Oh, and I also read that now Sam Bankman-Fried is shilling Solana in jail to the other criminals. So here's that article. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried asked for a 6.5-year sentence. Well, he's not getting that. He's getting at least 20 years. And he tells prison guards to invest in Solana. So even in jail, Sam Bankman-Fried is still shilling Solana. Why the hell? I mean, I get being in Solana to make some money. And I'm, like I said, if you made the 10x in Solana, congratulations. But you're in a fraudster's coin. I mean, all the big... And so going back to the interview, I'm not going to play any of the interview, but I closed it. But half of the time, Suzu and Crypto Ran, they're just talking about how great Solana is. Same with Suzu. Even though it crashed last week, it's already up 12x. I mean, like, can it really go up that much more? So I'm just kind of making the point, birds of a feather flock together. Sam Bankman-Fried, Crypto Ran, all the crypto banter crew, Suzu from 3 Arrows Capital. I mean, we can go down the list, but they're all cut from the same ilk. They're the same people, essentially. They hang out in the same groups, the sleazeball groups, kind of like mobsters or like wannabe mobsters. They want to be a part of that institutional crowd, but they'll never Suzu, Rand Nooner, they have a lot of money, but they'll never be invited to Mar-a-Lago. Let's put it that way, right? They're never going to be invited to the White House. It's just a different group of people. It's a sleaze group. So anyway, I found that to be very interesting that Rand spent the whole show shilling Three Arrows Capital founder and his new project that he's working on. So there's that. We talked about stock market is at all-time highs right now. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this everything's got to crash at some point. I'm really hoping the stock market just holds out for another 6 to 8 months so we can make a ton of money in this bull market. Because if the stock market decides to basically hit a top, now the beauty is we have the election. I've talked about this before. Biden is not going to want the stock market to crash until at least after the election, which is why I don't think anything crazy will happen in the stock market until after the election, which is probably a positive, because if the stock market crashes before the election, it's guaranteed Trump gets in, and Biden knows that. SEC knows that. All the bureaucrats know that. But man, the way the stock market's going right now, it's like real estate's at all-time high. I'm actually closing on my rental property that I bought it in 2018 or something like that, and I'm selling it now for $80,000 profit, and it was an Airbnb for the last 3 years, also a long-term rental. So I did well on it, and I might just hold out for another year before I buy any more real estate. But yeah, I'm closing all that in like an hour. But yeah, I mean, this all has to crumble. The real estate market eventually has to crash, but these stocks, they cannot go up forever, and hopefully it doesn't happen until just after the elections. But we shall see. I mean, I really have no idea. Here's CNBC. They're talking about Bitcoin possibly going up to all-time highs by the halving.
25. What are the catalysts for this nearly 2-year rally?
Right now, as you just mentioned, it's the ETFs. You've had huge inflows. The inflows to the new nine is $14 billion. The net inflow, once you take Grayscale out, which has had selling so far, is about $6 billion already. It's about 110,000 new Bitcoins are being held in a net sense with the new nine minus the Grayscale outflow. So that's driving us right now. Obviously, we also have the halving coming up. We're about 6 weeks away from that as well. So I suspect we'll print a fresh all-time high right around the time of the halving, perhaps even before that, given the price action over the past week or so. And then as we head through this year, we should also see the broader market, i.e. Fed rate cuts probably by the middle of the year as well. That should continue to help. So we have the ETF inflows, the halving. We have the Fed likely to help us as well down the track. We have this growth narrative, which seems to be helping lift all stocks as well at the moment. So
anyway, so there's that. And look at the cryptocurrencies that CNBC is highlighting today: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Litecoin. So the minute like they haven't mentioned Litecoin on CNBC, at least on this list, for years. Now Litecoin is up 12%. Now look how it makes the list. I told you guys, like, once Litecoin crosses $100 again, it's going to be the talk of the town. And I don't care. Like I said, I'm used to hate on Litecoin. Last bull market, everybody was talking shit about Litecoin, calling me an idiot, blah, blah, blah. I made a 15x on Litecoin. I bought a brand new car with it. So, like, and the same people talking shit about it held their stupid meme coin, to zero. So I know what I'm doing. Let's just put it. I don't want to come off too cocky, but I know what I'm doing, motherfuckers. Okay? I know what I'm doing. All right, what else is going on? What the hell? Okay. Bitcoin bulls just joining the rally are very late to the party. Yeah, if you're just getting into Bitcoin right now, you be late. You be late to the party. Now, can you still make money? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's probably going to go above 100,000. The low end prediction, 100,000 for me. High end, 120, 130. So maybe you can double your money, but that's a risky bet. I mean, it's a stupid bet. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a stupid bet, but it's like you might as well be buying Cardano right now. If you got $60,000 to buy Bitcoin right now, well, put it this way: $60,000 right now in Bitcoin might make you $100,000, $110,000 end of summer. $60,000 in Cardano right now might make you $1 million. A little bit different, or like 700,000, 800,000. So, yeah, you're late to the party for Bitcoin. Sorry to say, you're late to the party for MicroStrategy stock. Very late to the party because the whales are selling now. You're very late to the, what is this, a Amy Schumer tampon commercial. Man, I'm like so ADD. Sometimes I think she's cute, and then other times I think she's a pig. I don't know. Comment below. But anyway, what was I talking about? I totally just lost my train of thought. Man, this is my ADD kicking in. But fuck, I forget what I was talking about completely. Amy Schumer destroyed me. Bitcoin bulls. Oh yeah, you're late to the party. MicroStrategy, Coinbase, you're late to the party. If you're just getting into crypto right now, you got to be getting into alts. Good quality, high quality alts. Litecoin, Cardano, Dogecoin, Theta. You guys know. You know the drill. All right, what else is going on here? We talked about that. Oh, Bitcoin hit 64, bulls prep moonshot, and Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. See, now you're starting to see the articles with Litecoin. I guess this article is pretty much, will Litecoin go up above $100? Yes, it will. Guys, trust me. I mean, we're going above 100 probably before the halving. Unless we get this major dump, which is also possible. And one reason we might get a major pump, Dogecoin, Pepe, and Bonk prices soar. Investors turn to meme coins. Yeah, when investors turn to meme coins, we're going to get a big dump. So, like I said, I mean, I'm not going to be like a predictor right now. I mean, now Bitcoin's down to 61. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, what I think will be healthiest for the market, I think Bitcoin dumping back down to $55,000 in an epic duty diarrhea dump right now, this week, this weekend. Scare everybody out of the market because we still have another month and a half till the halving. Then slowly we'll make our way back up. 58, 59,000, altcoins making their way back up. Then as we get like 2 weeks before the halving, we blow past all-time highs. That is what I think would be healthy, but that probably won't happen. I mean, or it might not happen. Maybe we're just going to make our way up from here. I really have no idea. Stock market's rallying. Traditionally, Bitcoin kind of follows the stock market. So, but I'd feel a lot better if we actually did have a pullback, a nice, healthy pullback where everything just like the sentiment turns a little bit from positive to neutral to negative to back to neutral. Then we work our way back up. But hey, guys, that might not happen. I mean, at this rate, we could be at all-time highs by the end of the weekend for all I freaking know at this point. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I know you guys, some of you in my comments were talking about me doing a live stream. Yeah, I got so freaking busy because, as you guys know, I run a detective agency on the side. I got 2 big cheating spouse cases right now going on, and I'm working that tonight and tomorrow. And I'm also closing on my rental property in 45 minutes. So I've been pretty busy, but I definitely plan to do live streams. I'm definitely going to do one at some point this weekend. It'll probably be in the evening. So stay tuned for that. Depending on what's going on in the market, we'll shoot the shit for like an hour. I'll drink a Captain and Coke, and we'll see what's going on. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.